Come with me on my journey on my first solo trip. So I heard on TikTok that you should take a solo trip before you turn 40, and I'm turning 40 this December, so I needed to get it done. So for my first solo trip, I decided to take a Virgin Voyages cruise outside of Miami. I flew into Miami the day before, just so I don't cut it close for the time. I'm about to check out of my hotel and head to Virgin Cruise Line. I'm very excited. I was supposed to check in at 3. It's about 1 o'clock now, so I'm on my way now. The JW Marriott was about 15 minutes away from the Miami cruise port, and I decided to take an Uber there. My Uber driver was so much fun, and he gave great advice for the cruise. The check-in process for Virgin Voyages was so smooth, and I just knew that was a sign and a nice send-off. Bon voyage, I should say. This also happened to be the last voyage of the Valiant Lady as they're doing a refresh of the ship. This is my second Virgin Voyages cruise though, just my first time solo, and I just knew I had to come and get some ice cream. The ice cream is so good with the fresh cone. They had wonderful flavors. I ended up getting key lime pie and it was so refreshing. It's a perfect summer ice cream and some pizza just to kick it off. Welcome to my room. I booked the Central Sea Terrace, and being center of the ship is really convenient because you can get back to your room rather quickly. Here's the bathroom. Welcome to the bedroom. There's a TV, there's lighting and mood lighting. There's actually a lot of lighting options. I really appreciated all the different lights, and you see the lights above the bed too. But here is the best part, if I can get the curtain open. The view of the water, of course. Initially, I was a little skeptical about that hammock. I was like, I'm not trying to fall overboard, but guess what? It was one of my favorite parts of the entire cruise. Initially, I was thinking, I am not getting in that hammock, but look at me. In the hammock. It's a nice little addition on the balcony to sit and look and watch the water. I like the hammock. And I continued to be in that hammock for 6 days straight. Literally loved it. I miss it. These are the beach towels for the room, and Virgin Voyages was very thoughtful in including details as a solo traveler where and when I can meet fellow solo travelers. Hey MSC, we're waving to the ship as it's passing by. And then we had an opportunity to also wave at people at Miami Beach itself. So this is the official beginning of my first solo cruise and first solo trip. I can't wait to share the journey with you. Part 3 of my first solo trip on Virgin Voyages. I'm on my way to my first dinner of the cruise. It's at the Pink Agave, which is the Mexican-inspired restaurant. I'm looking forward to it. On my way, I'm just like fresh-faced today because I'm actually kind of rushing because I took a nap. So off to dinner. Initially, I was thinking, oh, I'm going to feel a little awkward or alone at dinner, and I didn't. They set me in a space where I didn't feel that way, and the people next to me were friendly. The steak is better than it looks. Y'all know I'm a fragrance girly, so I had to stop and see what they had. They actually had a great selection.